Booyah! Hey, hey, hey. I made it back online. I had some major latency issues. I might end up having them again. I don't know. I'm going to have to see. Hopefully not, though. 30 contenders in the theater of pain. Oh, can I fly back? I don't want to officially start in Maldraxxus yet. I need to go back and finish up all my shit in Bastion. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. Oh no, I've been stunned. Whatever shall I do? Wait. Am I streaming or what? Yes. With an excellent connection, according to this. I think. Oh, it says stream is healthy. Oh, shit. I'm getting beat on. This is a bit of a cluster in here. Oh crap, that's right. I'm not I don't have my ability anymore. No! No! It's like 10 elite guys? Shit. That's 5. Six. Stunned? No! I'm done already. Where's my freedom at? It's blessing a sacrifice. Get this out here. Turn evil. Why do I have a feeling that I'm staring freedom in the face and I can't find it? Oh, why? There it is. Oh, it's here. It's just on my... I can get rid of that. Part of Azeroth, the Vindicar Matrix. God, there's so much I don't need on these bars anymore. Jesus. Alright. Why am I growing larger? This is strange. Alright, champ. Gut friend. Wait, he's up now. Okay, there he is. I love being a paladin in Meldraxxus. It's a great thing. I'm running.
Clear the arena! The final clash is about to begin! Here to compete, mortal?
New shoulder pads.
Only 2 gladiators remain. One legend will grow, and the other will end.
Boom. Dead.
A victor emerges. But where are their banners? Which house do they fight for?
Look closer, Garmal. We have a living mortal in our midst. Intriguing.
Sindel, is this the meddler who thwarted our attack?
The very one.
So, this mortal witnessed your treachery. Your house's invaded Bastion, an act that betrays everything the Primus stood for. The Primus is long gone, Crixus. Where is your hunger for glory? Or has the House of the Chosen lost its appetite? We are meant to defend the Shadowlands, not conquer it. You will recall your forces, or you will answer to my blade.
I think not, Crexus. Your blade shall be broken. Slay them all!
Chosen! To arms!
Well, shit.
Outsider! Hold on. We are getting out of here. I am Baroness Draka. The House of the Chosen stands with you. No time for talk. We move.
Oh, it's Draka. Thrall's mommy. Thrall's mommy. His actual mommy, not the mommy from, where's the other place? Alternate Draenor. This is actual Draka. His actual mama. Give me a flight pass so I can go back to Bastion, because I need to finish up the quest there. And then I will come back and do the thing here, guys. Shit.
For the honor of the Blade Sworn. Our enemies surround us. Stay off the main road. Come. This is our only path to the House of the Chosen.
Hold on, I need to look at some. 110. Yeah, a little less strength or haste. I don't even know if that's an upgrade though. I don't know. I'll fuck with it here in a minute. Actually, I'll be back in just... I need to go make a phone call, so be right back. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so I guess I gotta play through this a little bit before I can get, Wait, who are these guys? What do I have to do here? Oh, okay. I have to kill this guy. Okay. But what do I do with, okay. What do I do with the glowing guys? Display scavenger armed. Oh! So I have to get weapons and give them to the guys. Okay. Oh, that's pretty nice. What's this do to me? Oh, that does damage. Oh shit, okay. Alright. That does damage. Cool. It's cool. He does not count as undead. Good to know. Alright, let's get to this weapon.
Praxis is home to those who lived for combat. Here, strength is valued and rewarded.
Okay, I gave him a weapon. Weapon. Okay. Alright, so I just have to find the weapons on the ground and give them to people. Okay, I can do that. That's easy enough. That's a lot of them to do, though. That's 8. That's a whole 8. That's a whole 8 shits to do. Nope. Oh, I didn't interrupt it. I got it off the channel, though. Screw these guys. Are there any weapons? I don't see any weapons anywhere. Oh, I want one of those as a pet. It's like Cousin Ed, only dead. Oh. That'll be brilliant. Hey, where are all y'all's weapons? This is getting boring. That guy. Oh, he's a elite. No weapons over there. Oh, there's a weapon down there. Alright. Also says I gotta go over here. What's this? Oh, okay. This is fair. Where's another weapon? Can I pick up more than one? So I got to be 2. Oh, there's another one over there too.
We are the
2.
sworn defenders of the Shadowlands. Our leader, the Price, gone missing.
3.
I must get closer.
Alright, I got those guys dead. I can give you guys some weapons. I can give you a weapon. Give you a weapon.
I cannot use that item yet. I do not have a target.
That's another one. Another one. Found another weapon. That's cool.
Two have fallen. I won't let the chosen.
New weapon. These guys are wandering around. There's weapons on the ground. Why don't they just pick them up themselves? Shit. It's like, I don't mean to be a lazy dude, lazy fuck here, but you know, I mean, come on, man. You know, there's weapons laying around everywhere people are walking. Like, are their eyes? Their eyes must be rotted away or some shit. Like, they can't see this stuff on their own. I don't get it. I don't. I just walked through spectral poop, didn't I? I did. I did. I know I did. These guys. Up here. And probably read a plaque or something, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh. Shield. Huh. Nice. Wait, I haven't collected that. Thanks. Do I get to keep that shit? Well, I suppose. Not the greatest looking thing in the world, but it'll do. Let's see. Whatever over here. 130 yards. 130 yards. Whee!
I must get closer.
Blood and thunder.
3 quests done. Complete quest. Complete quest. I'll take that quest. Complete quest. Oh, why? Gotta kill the big guy. That guy. Way over there yonder. Alright. Come to Papa. Come to Papa. Okay, so all the guys I armed are now here fighting with me. This is a plus, I suppose. Well, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. 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 I love this stuff being off the GCD. This is great. This is wonderful. Please heal me, please. Thank you. Keep on going. This. There you go, Draka.
How goes
Stop.
the fight?
Stop moving away from me. Dude, thank you. I'm like, I just wanna hug you. Stop moving away from me. Summons an armed scavenger to assist you 15 seconds. Oh yeah, I don't have DPS trinkets right now. I'm using tanking trinkets. Which aren't bad for leveling, I guess. I don't know. Oh, there's 54.
For Praxis
All right, now we're going to the House of the Chosen
and honor.
with the Draka,
Traitors and end this
and I should be able to get a flight path back. Because here's the thing, I still have a bunch of quests from the other spot, whatever it's called, Bastion, to finish up. So I'll finish those up and then come back here.
Chosen.
House
War is at hand.
of the Chosen.
Will be ours.
Margrave
All
Craig
right, I've entered the House of the Chosen. Thankfully, they don't salute me. Screw you guys too.
Well to pull the mortal from the arena.
Right.
We could not let our enemies
What up, man?
take them.
They have shown resilience and strength, qualities we need in these dire times.
Tell me your story. Is this where they show the, It is.
In life, I was Draka of the Frost Wolf clan. A warrior who gave everything to protect what mattered most. But I was not done fighting. Maldraxxus, where the armies of the five houses once stood side by side to protect the realm of death. It was here I served the House of Eyes. A strange fit for a warrior's soul.
Again.
Their ways were not mine.
Faster. Again.
Eventually, this life after life began to feel right.
The House of Plagues lies in ruins. 1/5 of Maldraxxus wiped out.
It's hard to believe they could be so careless.
Perhaps they weren't. No matter what happens now, Maldraxxus must stay true to its purpose. For if we fail in our duty, the Shadowlands will fall. I believe the House of the Chosen still stands with us, and I trust you to deliver this to Margrave Crexus. Now, go. And Draka, be watchful.
My brothers, I am on urgent business. My lord! Hurry! There could be survivors!
Vanish and run away. Vanish and run away.
So, these are the traitors you spoke of.
I would not let such Urgura prevent me from delivering my lord's final message.
Ordeals such as this either break the sword or strengthen it. I offer the key to saving Maldraxxus.
I am sorry, Margrave. He gave me no key.
An unyielding warrior with the skills of a master spy. A key to many things. Come, our enemies will strike openly soon. We must prepare.
I am Draka, once of the Frost Wolf clan, now Baroness of the House of the Chosen, and most of all, a protector of Maldraxxus.
Yeah. I come out of there, she's all stand tough, like, yeah. I just told you my story.
Every defeat don't keep Virus waiting. He's not.
Alright, looks like there's a flight path a little farther up. So just take all that shit in, huh? That box is kind of boring, but
The battle awaits us, soldier.
soldier. Yes, sir. You have your
Reporting for duty, you big fat fuck.
fools to challenge the might of the chosen. Out with it. Bring glory to the chosen. Back to you. Get moving, recruit. We are at war.
Oops, sounds like the girly friend might be home. Dogs start barking, that's when you know. That's when you know.
None can best me.
I don't have a mining pick anymore, do I? I guess I can take this opportunity to sell stuff. I'm gonna put this in there.
For the chosen.
Plus 10 to mining. What are you doing? Masked infiltrator slain. Question is, where are the masked infiltrators?
How do you serve the Margaret? More orders? What now?
I have orders, motherfucker.
Summon Mortanus in this drought? Preposterous! You there! Tell the Baron to scrounge up some anima if he wants his bone back.
I get to be the bearer of bad news to all these fuckers, and they ain't gonna know what the hell to do. It is what it is, though. Aw, I can ride some shit. I am a little mildly confused on where I'm supposed to find the masked infiltrators. There's not really any clickies.
Fight to win.
Listen up! You lose, you hold metal to the forge! Now fight!
Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Oh shit. It is too bad that I want to go carrying with Cal, because I do enjoy Maldraxxus, and the ability isn't too bad either, but with only a 30-second cooldown, that's pretty tight.
My blades are as new orders. We march to the west. Move out.
All right, now I can actually start. What's this one?
Find me at my foe.
You're acting suspicious. Yeah, I'm infiltrator. Haha. Oh, the fuck on you. Okay. So I just gotta find suspicious looking people and talk to them. You're standing here doing nothing, but you're acting suspicious. I believe it.
Reporting for duty. I know your secrets. Point me at my
Maybe that's why they're acting suspicious, because they're not doing anything. They're just staying there staring at everybody. Everybody else is out on deployments and shit, and they're just kind of like, duh. That's all they're really doing. They're doing nothing.
I thirst for you will not not compromise my position.
God, it's so good though. It feels good. Brett feels good this expansion.
I will know your secret.
It probably helps because like all my gear, right? I was prot all of Legion and BFA. So coming into this expansion, I have like all of my gear is what's the word? It's haste crit. Even though my stats for cow or for prot were supposed to be haste mastery. But see, a weird thing happens where I just kind of like, I like to do PvP and I like crit more. So and tanks already take like a bunch of more damages in PvP, so I'm like, screw it. So I would that's not the smartest thing in the world. It's not like I couldn't tank at all. I could tank.
Inform Draco that we stand ready to fight.
Ah!
Blood and thunder. Even he, Primus, left the stone as a challenge. Reach it and prove your might.
The hell? Oh, that works.
Treachery begets chaos. Bond's blade must be restored.
On's blade must be destroyed. What? What? On's blade must be restored. I thought I said destroyed. That's what I get for not reading all the way through. Alright, don't put me back down there. Can you please put me back over there? You son of a bitch. And I broke it. Blade. What's this? Oh, it teleports me back. Oh, you beautiful soul.
From Ka. Strike blade was forged by the Primus. How long has it been
Hidden in that stone. I don't know.
Look, Ka. Airmere was once the Primus's apprentice.
I am not going back over that lava. I will go a different direction. It is fine. I will go this way. I will go a long way if I have to. It is okay. Plum Street. Is anybody back on Discord yet? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Had to check. Shit, didn't I used to have a macro for Crusader Aura? I think I used to. I need to check on that.
New requisitions?
What can you do about this blade, fool?
This had better be good. Is that? It can't be. So this was the cause of all that commotion. A blade and a message from the Primus himself. blade's no good without a hilt. Time to get to work.
Where are you going? Oh, you're just chilling. Alright, that's fine. Play Morrow Jaw and collect the empowered bone for its corpse. Okay. That's probably for the hilt. Oh, they're catching up. Collect 40 pulsing high scraps. Okay.
Nothing is given. Everything is earned. That includes the materials for your hilt.
If I never saw one of these again, I would love it. I'll have to keep on dropping that quickly. I'll be fine. Ooh, excuse me. So this guy spawns here. Oh, there he is. He's like licking his wounds and shit. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go through my bags here. I need to collect some of these appearances. Ooh. I don't know which ones I'm gonna be able to keep, which ones I won't. That's fit weapon, necklace, finger, a better dagger. Collected it. Warglaives, I can't collect it. I've collected that appearance. It's not an upgrade. There. Put this on. Put it back. Collected that one. Haven't collected this one. What does it look like? That can't be right. Is that right? That looks awful clean. Hey, hon, how you doing?
Oh, how
Not too shabby.
are you? One of my old customers. Lot and one who's my grandma. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I ran into him and I told him
Yeah.
I said,
Oh, yeah.
I gave him my phone number. Part of the reason I wanted
It's fair. Fair. Wait. Oh, I'll just put this there. I got another used trinket for some reason. Those are leather. I can't use it anyway. Okay. I'm trotting right along. Also, figured out how to put limiters on all the mics. So you can scream! And it won't. See, it doesn't. It doesn't red line out. Yeah.
out.
Just gotta remember to do that when you're streaming next. That way you can do your little shit and not blow out anybody's eardrums ever. Maybe. Oh, going back down this. Oh, I don't want to aggro that guy. No.
I remember.
Oh, sweet. Would you like to have one? No, that's fine. Would you like to have one?
Yeah.
Yeah. We go to an area, get to an area that's relatively safe. Did you ever take the ibuprofen this morning? Where's your head?
Pain down there. Weird. Kind of pain.
Oh, okay, okay.
Shoulder
Just
almost feels.
all right. No having another stroke, okay?
But I haven't been drinking in my mouth, and that.
You
So-
do that all the time anyway, though.
Well, I mean.
Yeah. All right. Let me get back over here, and then we can go upstairs. It pushed me in. I didn't realize it pushed me into the next zone, and I didn't want to be here yet. 'Cause I still have a few quests to finish up in the last zone.
I did better than I thought.
You ready to start? The Primus may have taught me a lot about the Forge.
Oh, that's good.
I've learned a thing or two myself
That's good.
since then.
Yeah. How's you?
Kinds of big.
Ah,
For the brand.
he enchanted the
Baking
blade.
cups.
Of course he did. You might want
Yeah, did you look at your stock skin lately? Looks like it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I have to protect this guy?
keep those things off me while I work.
Yeah.
Skills as well as mine.
Nice. Well, with the lockdown, they pretty much have to shut down. At least I think. I don't know. Were they?
How many souls did he forge into this thing?
True.
The enchantment's final guardian. Vanquish it.
Oh, what the hell is that?
Your rune grade.
Yeah.
0 to
Oh, hell.
50 bucks.
To rise above all.
Damn.
Barely over it.
But when you have that many shares in something like that,
Knowing the Primus, that's just the start of something more. Good soldiers need good blades.
oh yeah, I'd say so.
Got something to say? I forged
Wait, did it give me that sword?
equal. You break that blade, and I'll break
No? So I did all that shit for nothing? Well, that's lame. Alright. Anyhow. I'll be right back. Alright, bye-bye.
Small? That ass, dude. His butt hit it. He didn't mean to. Took everything with
Oh, yeah. Anybody back on Discord yet? No. Doc's still at work. Cora's getting her... I don't even know what you want to call them. But I have fleshcraft on my bar. Whatever. Alright, I have to go where? Way over there? Way over there, over there. Way over there. Way over there. Got a way over there. You know what? I kind of, let's have some fun.
Look, you and the Duke are work me like a fucking...
Oh. There's, yeah. Voldemort. Oh, wait. There's one of my favorite. Actually, let me go back up. I done messed this up. All right, this is Voldemort. Listen and enjoy. It's amazing.
The golden sands stretched as far as the eye could see, undulating dunes rippling across the eye in a hypnotic pattern that could calm even the most troubled soul. The tranquility was sublime. Despite there being no hint of a breeze, the world around the Inquisitor moved. The heat haze languidly rose from the desert, making the scene seem to sway, like a sultry dancer, filling the beholder with the slow but rising embers of the promise of seduction and passion. Behind him stood a vast edifice, a thing which exuded antiquity, artifice, and almost unfathomable appreciation of the craft and passion of creation. It was old, older than anything the band of interlopers had ever been near before. It felt older than the sun which this planet revolved. Its carvings mostly lost to the caress of wind and sand which it carried, the only thing of visitation it must have had in millions of years before even humanity was able to do more than grunt its love of the light. The sweeping lines were graceful despite all of this time. The grand doors now so swept as to be almost glass, yet the odd hint of the majesty and artistry of the decoration of its heyday were present to those with the eyes and wit to see. It must have been awe-inspiring in its day. The natural beauty of the scene was utterly lost on Inquisitor Barabbas Villiers. His impatience was not lost on his retinue, who shuffled ever further from him as his quiet glare continued. The object of his attention seemed to visibly shrivel under his gaze, but still he said nothing, just slowly shook his head back and forth again and again, his eyes wide and imploring. Finally, it seemed, Villiers had asked too much of this desperate soul that had been with him for so long. Villiers had never been refused since he took the oaths and passed the tests, and now carried the badge and authority of an Inquisitor of the Ordo Xenos. A change of stance and tack was required. Villiers' stern countenance dropped, and his eyes now warmed. He carefully crouched onto his haunches, so that he was at eye level with his aide, and deployed his most avuncular smile. His hand reached out and stroked the poor bald head of his very special friend. His next words were soothing and supportive, designed to elicit exactly the response he required from this, the most gifted of his entourage. Now, Furians, when have I ever let you down? When have I ever asked you to do something you cannot do? When have I not protected you, cared for you? You simply do not know your own strength, your own ability.
Poor bird.
I ask
Look at that
so
bird.
little. I ask so rarely. You can do this. I am here. The Emperor is with us,
Ooh,
with you. None can harm you. All I want you to do is to look for me, see for me, and tell me what you see. Like a dog wishing to please his master, Fodian's eyes lit up for a moment at the warmth he was receiving from his master. But a shadow quickly fell behind his eyes, and his smile turned to a frown of fear, and his head dropped, his gaze at the ground instead of into his lord's eyes. I am scared. I know I should not be, as the Emperor is with me. You are with me and protect me. But I am scared to look. I can feel the presence. It is old, my master. It is so, so old. I do not want to look. Can there not be another way? You are the most wise and powerful man I have ever met. Can the Lord Inquisitor not find another way? No, Fodians, I cannot. I know this is an old place, but we have been to so many. Why this one? Cooed the Inquisitor imploringly to his sanctioned psyche.
This is good.
Fodians gulped and then responded.
This is really good.
But he did not raise his head, did not make eye contact. It is not this building I speak of, not these ruins. It is the one who came here, the one who opened them, the one you hunt. I did not know. Now I do. He is old, my lord. His scent is so strong. He is older than the stars. I dare not look. Inquisitor Villiers stifled a grunt of displeasure and kept his face a mask of tranquil felicitation. Fodians, we have come so far, been so far. I have shown you the stars as you asked. I have shown you kindness. I have shown you my trust. Now I ask this one thing of you. If you do this for me, I will allow you to rest on the ship for our next 3 stops. I will not ask you to come with us until you are rested. But I must know, Fodians. You must see for me. My whole life has led to this place, and this time, it cannot end now because you are scared. If you will not look, if you will not tell me what you see, you spit on my life's work and everything we have done. You spit on me. This last phrase gained an immediate violent reaction. The thin and spidery figure looked up in a flash, with the beginnings of tears in its shock-wide eyes. Fodians bit his bottom lip so hard it bled, his body shivering like a struck and abused cur.
Oh, it's so good.
But he slowly nodded. The fear in his eyes drowned by the moisture as he met the gaze of his master. His lids closed tight for a second, and he drew in a long breath and then stood. His quivering hand slowly stretched towards the towering portal before him. He hesitated at the last, his hand shaking almost uncontrollably. But then it stopped, and he slammed, his open palm and fingers stretched as wide as they could across the sand-blasted stone. A corona of white energy seeped out and formed tendrils that ran to each edge and then returned to him, forming a circuit. Fodian's head snapped back and his mouth stretched open in a voiceless scream, his eyes ablaze with light bursting out of them as he opened his mind to the memory of the mound, the recent history of this artifact among the sands, and he saw its glory and terror. A voice now erupted from Fodians that forced all but the Inquisitor to take multiple steps back. This had never happened before. Barabbas Villiers stood his ground and watched, listening intently to every last syllable of every last word. He had waited decades for the merest clue, the merest hint that he was on the right path, that he was right and not deluded, as his brethren in the Ordo had chided or laughed whenever he was amongst them. Finally, vindication was his. He would miss nothing.
Here it comes.
Fodians intoned. He comes. He comes. He comes here to this place to rouse his sleeping people. He is the Silent One, the first of his kind, the last of his kind. I see him. None in his entourage know who he is, but I can see it. I can see the endless ages around him, the skeins of time he has traversed to be at this time in this place. He is beyond us. So far, far beyond our language to describe. We do not have the frame of reference. He is so old. He is power, not the like of the witch or the warrior. He is regal, he is the power of old. The power that merely directs and his wish is carried out. We are so small. What he has suffered. Empress, pity what he has suffered. Their children, they screamed for weeks and months before they were used to the never-ending pain. They all screamed. They were blighted. All of them were blighted. For their son was the slow feast of a malevolent god. The darkest and most terrible of all of the gods. It was death itself, the Grim Reaper. It ate their son and cursed their flesh. They were all in such pain, never ending, never subsiding, never to be relieved from cradle to grave. Never before has a race been so cursed, so like us. Yet their anger is justified. If it were 10 times the unquenchable river it is now, it would be justified. They have been cursed, cheated, stripped of their souls, used and abused. But he changed this. He, the only one who could. He plotted and hid his mind, his intentions even from them. He bided his time. He waited for millennia, longer, throughout their war with the mind gods, throughout the battle between the malevolent powers of his masters when they ate each other and snuffed out sun and twisted holes in space to wink sways of the galaxy out. He waited. Then he struck. He defeated them all but 2. He hunted them down and turned the tables. His people burned in their millions, their trillions. His 2 brothers were slain, but he endured. He was implacable. He won. He won. This is the being who won the war in heaven. What he has done. He has seen the turning of the wheel, yet he does not drown in the weight of the eons he carries. He wears them like a cloak. It is his sign, his majesty. He is their king. He has witnessed the birth of wonders. He has witnessed their death. He has seen the end of his race and the beginning of his rule of the stars. He has seen the end of gods and ordered the death of demons of power beyond anything we can know or face today. He is a god killer. He is a lord of power. He is their king. He comes to rouse them all across the stars, across the myriad stars of this galaxy. He has been everywhere, every when. He moves through time and space like a shark through the seas. He has a name. I know his name. He is Cesarek. He is the greatest and last silent king. Fodian's head shook rapidly, and his every muscle now twitched, as a seizure of such force overtook him that he seemed on the verge of turning inside out. His hand was stuck to the doors. His eyes, still ablaze with power, began to sizzle and filled the air with an acrid fog. As the Psyker's eyes burned out and his body shook, the Inquisitor nodded once slowly, an incline, like a tiny bow, as he witnessed his Psyker burn out. It had happened before, but never had the bounty from the gamble been so high. He now had a name. He was right. As Inquisitor Barabbas Villiers turned to walk away, leaving behind them the now charring and smoking, yet still standing carcass of Fodians, he slowly and smugly smiled to himself. He was right. A flash of light drew him out of his self-congratulatory reverie as he saw the heat distortions around him phase into reality. His remaining band were now surrounded by metallic shapes. Green energy arced through the air and lit each of his remaining companions up. He saw them erased from reality, like a green fire burning figures made of paper. Only wisps of smoke floated skyward on the heat vapors where once his entourage stood. Barabbas did not reach for his sidearm. He knew he was dead. But the skeletal metallic beings did not fire. they advanced. His was not to be a swift death, it would seem. Welcome, gentle listener. I am Voldemort, and it is now time I introduce you to one of what I consider the most important yet enigmatic figures of the Warhammer 40k universe. For still, so little is known about him, so little confirmed. Yet I feel it is important that we discuss what is known, is recorded, and my own horror that this thing of antiquity is finally arising and preparing to push his way onto the galactic stage. For few understand how truly terrifying this person is, what it actually means that he is now preparing to throw off the cloak of subterfuge he has employed for so long. Thus far, believe it or not, I've been pulling my punches. It is now time to go full Voldemort and take this, one of the most important parts of the Warhammer universe, and deal with it properly. Yet this will still only be an introduction, an overview of the relevant content we wish to explore.
I'd like to tell you right now, Voldemort, he's the best reader of the lore. I mean, there's other guys out there that are good too. Don't get me wrong, but to me, the best.
There is so much to the Warhammer universe, its plots and purpose so intertwined, that we must only touch on the obvious in one sitting. But fear not, gentle listener. We shall one day get to it all. A journey that may take us some time, but I hope it will be well worth the effort. But now, it is finally time. It is time to discuss Szarek, the silent king of the Necrons. Prepare for a journey that will take us millions of years into the past, to the greatest confrontation that the Warhammer Galaxy has ever known. A war that makes the Horus Heresy look like a jaunty saloon brawl. So, let us begin. At the beginning of the Warhammer universe, the very dawn of its time, there was born a group of beings, things almost akin to Lovecraftian horrors, that were called later the Catan. These dark creatures were disembodied denizens of space that were huge and comprised of solely energy. They learned to subside on the energies of the very stars, absorbing the abundant power a sun would give off over millions of years, until they had drained off all the power, and the system had died a cold and barren demise. The creatures, the Catan, or the Ingir as the Eldar would call them, would then move slowly across the cold expanse of space to another star and begin the process all over again. But they were never many in number, and the stars of the galaxy were many. Life developed in systems where these chthonic beings had not yet feasted, and the Milky Way soon saw the development of two distinct factions. The first races, as we, humanity, would classify them. Beings of matter that lived and died on planets and progressed to sentience. The first two races that were to develop were the stuff of legend. They were the Old Ones and the Necron Tier. In almost every aspect they could not have been more polarly different. The Old Ones were a race, or many races, some claim, of calm and enlightened beings, who saw the value in all life. Theirs was a slow wisdom of the ages, and their strength came from their very nature, and the powers they developed over countless millions of years. There are many reports of what they may have been, many divergent tales, but the most prevalent and most recurrent is the image of saurians, reptiles. The Old Ones were direct, yet lauded the virtues of patience and cooperation, and a shared collective vision. They did nothing hastily, and did nothing which they would construe as being negative, employing what would be considered by humans to be a Hippocratic oath, to only help, to never do harm. It is said that they developed slowly, cautiously, and with great care to the effects of any of their actions. They were wise beyond the current race's possibility to even conceive. The Old Ones did have a phenomenal grasp of technology, but directed it inwardly, and to the benefit of all. They created halcyon worlds that would be perfect nurseries for the cultivation of life. They would then assist and enhance the properties of developing races, guiding them on the path to sentience, progress, and prosperity. The grasp of biology led them to having longevity that could only be construed as near immortality. But even then, this was not their only mastery. They were also more adept at the use of the warp, abilities now known as psychic or magic, than anyone since, even the Eldar. Their slow, meticulous research led them to a level of comprehension of the universe that allowed them to tinker with it at the most fundamental level and to permit them to create a transit system called the Webway that is still employed today, many scores of millions of years later. The Webway was a labyrinth of wormhole-like portals into a sub-reality or domain adjacent to the warp, yet not entirely of the warp, the Materium. By doing so, the Old Ones could literally step from one world to another by foot and in the blink of an eye, yet never be truly in the realm of the warp, the Materium, nor in the realm of matter, the Materium. These were but smaller veins, roads on this unbelievable transit system. They had larger spokes that would permit the almost instantaneous transport of huge vessels and fleets alike. The Old Ones bestrode the galaxy like near omnipotent angels of light that brought life, healing, knowledge, and wisdom wherever they went. They extended across the galaxy, and soon few parts of the Milky Way were free from their beneficent touch. Whilst the Old Ones spread across the stars, their shadow, their polar opposite, arose, the Necrontyr. The two could not have been more dissimilar. Where the Old Ones lived lives of almost perfect bliss, the Necrontyr were doomed from their conception. The star about which the Necrontyr home planet orbited was wounded somehow, and the light that came from it was too intense and suffused with the power to warp and mutate. Hence the lives of those who developed in this system were horrific travesties. Yet, the Necrontyr persevered, despite all of the odds stacked against them. Were their sun a normal star, the Necrontyr may have ended much like humanity or any other race, where their destiny was their own and their pathway made out of choices. But the Necrontyr had few. The sun shredded their DNA and made mutation, degeneration, and degradation a reality for every single being that lived there. With symptoms akin to radiation sickness, an unavoidable curse from conception, there was no joy in the existence of the Necrontyr, but they moved forward nonetheless. They developed technologies over time that would allow them to throw themselves into the stars. Of the two, the Necrontyr were the most technologically advanced and ever would be, but the effects were slow. To the enigmatic and patient Old Ones, this would be no issue, but to the Necrontyr, the most precious and limited of all resources was time. It created a frantic panic in all of the things that they did, every life, every endeavor, every venture. It also scarred their very psyche as a race, as death was such an immediate spectre. They were terrified of it. For reasons that are about to be revealed, this was not entirely natural either. Necrontyr would erect huge edifices to the dead, and their entire culture seemed geared toward the dead being more valued than the living. Only through gaining a suitably impressive mausoleum or grave could any of this race believe that they would be remembered, for the memory was all when their lives were so cursed with pain and suffering. Life was not to be cherished, just accomplishment, and the mark left for the future to be a gape at. Thus life was seen as a temporary state, and all tried to accumulate as much prestige as possible in the short span allotted to them. Group endeavors and cooperation would be muted, as there would be no combined graves. Competition between the members of the race was fierce, never ending until death. It twisted a culture that could have been so enlightened itself, but they never felt that they had any time, and their minds were twisted by the very pain that was their constant cowl of honor. To draw breath was to be in misery. Yet the Necrontyr frantically tried to escape the curse of its pitiless sun, and eventually forged huge exploration and colonization fleets to flee to a hoped better future in existence. Stasis ships of vast proportions were created and sent out into the darkest space. The expansion of the Necrontyr was slow by speed, but so directed and driven that it seemed swift by the comparison to the old ones. The entire race of individuals bending their every waking thought and deed to escaping their existing conditions. Alas, the Necrontyr found that, despite all logic, the escape from their irradiating sun was not the end of their suffering. For some reason, the effect had been suffused into their very DNA, and every child born on new worlds far from the corruption of their Genesis star was still afflicted with the wasting diseases and twisting that made their every waking hour a trial of will. It made no logical sense, and this defeat led them to almost end their progress in biochemistry and genetics and concentrate on other disciplines of science. The discovery that the curse of pain would follow them wherever they went was a disappointment that colored their entire future and led them down an intensely dark path. But the Old Ones would propagate and support other species. The Necron would, in their rage and wrath, wipe them out. They expanded like an empire, and their drive was not hope, but dread. The inbuilt rage at the injustice of the universe, and the hand that they had been dealt was to be only be augmented when they finally made contact with the Old Ones. No record remains of how the encounter played out, but on a swathe of worlds across countless parsecs of space, the Necrontyr found the Old Ones, and vice versa. It can only be truly guessed at what happened, as even the Necrontyr who were alive at that period are now long gone for millions of years, before ever the war broke out. But break out it did. Its roots were simple: jealousy and power. The Necrontyr must have thought that their prayers had been answered when they met a race of beings that were akin to immortal, and who possessed such knowledge and skill that they could play God with the very strands of other races' genetic makeup. The Old Ones were also open-handed and pleasant, sharing with all.
Maybe it'll stay awake.
The Necrontyr must have believed that it was serendipity, and the reward for all of their efforts and generations uncounted of pain. Alas, it was not to be. For the Old Ones would assist any, would help any, but not the Necrontyr. Perhaps the Old Ones had seen the Necrontyr and judged them by their previous reaction to other less developed races, and had their first and most powerful experience of antipathy. Perhaps they just did not wish to share their hard-won and well-earned preeminence to a potential wolf on the cosmic stage. Perhaps they too just looked at another race that was almost as powerful as they, and did not wish to share the stars of the Milky Way galaxy with another, seeing them as hooligans in their cosmic garden. Perhaps they sensed a dark shadow over the race and recoiled from it. No matter the reason, for it will never be known now, the Old Ones rejected the pleas and demands of the Necrontyr. They would not solve their issues for them, and would not hand them the keys to near immortality. But also, this meant that they were willing to watch the Necrontyr continue their existence of pain and suffering. It did not go down well.
Oh no, it didn't.
The inherent rage and hatred of the Necrontyr to the universe and their plight now had a target: the Old Ones, and their ire seemed endless. To add to this was a complex political situation that had arisen in the Necrontyr Empire. The Necrontyr were ruled by a council of 3 pharaons, or overlords, the Triarchs, 2 of which were subordinate to the one true ruler of the Necrontyr, the Silent King. He was known thus, as in all communications and appearances before the people, or even their own court, the Silent King would never speak, his intentions and diktats being voiced by one of his 2 subordinate pharaons of the Triarch. The Necrontyr were organized on a feudal basis of lesser princes called pharaons, who held sway over a group of nobles called lords and overlords. Thus was organization based on fear and respect, but mostly the former. At first, the worlds of the expansion had remained loyal, and had been in close touch and subservient to the ruling structure of the Necrontyr from their home world. But as the distance between the home world and its outer colonies expanded, the threat of reprisals lost its sting. It also played into the very mindset of the Necrontyr, the need for individual accomplishment and aggrandizement that was required to create a lasting mark and to be remembered. Hence, as the Empire grew and expanded, the actual reality of reprisals for disobedience reduced, as a Triarch would need to send fleets of stasis ships across decades, if not millennia, of travel to regain control and enforce their rule. A rule that would inevitably have changed to another incumbent by the time the fleets had arrived at their destination. Also, it meant the transgressors would never actually live long enough for them to be punished directly. By the time the Triarch had found out that they were being ignored, and a fleet had been dispatched and then arrived to punish the transgressors, the perpetrators would be long dead. Their ancestors may well be in command when the fleet arrived, but this bothered the Necrontyr Pharaons and Overlords little, as the racial psyche was so immediate. As long as their glory was enshrined, it mattered not at all. Before long, the word of the Triarchs was being flagrantly ignored across the entire galaxy, and border wars were a tragic and costly reality across the Empire, as each and every feudal lord sought to elevate themselves by crushing anything near his holdings.
Ooh.
All trying so desperately to do something,
bad, it's not gonna compete with a
anything
155
that would
club.
gain them a place in history. The Necrontyr called this period the Succession Wars, and the stars burned. Perhaps another reason that their discourses with the Old Ones were always doomed to failure. For who could trust such a disjointed and aggressive, selfish-seeming people? To the Old Ones, the ultimate sin must have been to watch a race callously slaughter their own.
And then
They would never give the keys to immortality to such as these. So the die was cast. The Triarch of the time decided on one simple course of action that they felt would kill two birds with one stone, with their need for a reinforcement of a racial purpose to direct the ire of their entire species into one goal. They declared war on the Old Ones. The determination and hatred of the Necrontyr was harnessed and directed at the passive and beneficent empire of the Old Ones. Their hackles up, their need for personal glory now unleashed in the form of a drive to bring their enemies low and utterly exterminate the Old Ones. The Pharaons across the entire galaxy turned as...
Now, I want to make something clear. Before I actually heard this story and the history of the Necrons from Voldemort, I had no idea about any of this stuff. Like, I knew the Necrons were a stupidly old race, but they're mindless drones. Like, it didn't matter. Like, they're always, like, mindless drones. Or at least that's what I always imagined them as, was mindless drones. What is this symbol that keeps popping up on my shit? Okay. I need one more person to summon it. That's lame. I need one more person. Do I have any goblin gliders? I don't think I do. I ran out. Well, it matters. I'm a paladin anyway. I'll just jump off. Everything. I don't care. Alright. Turning this one in, and then I'm going to head back to Meldraxxus.
Can I assist in your meditations?
There we go. Because I only have one other one here. And that was from very early on, so I'll abandon it for right now. Ooh. That's clever. I like that they did that. Alright, so Necrotic Wake is a thing. Alright, so now I need to go back, and I need to fly back to Meldraxxus and get back grinding there. I'm almost halfway there, man. I'm almost 55. Almost there, almost there. Oh, back to Voldemort.
One to the task of obliterating their enemy. Fleets of thousands of ships, armies of uncounted millions and billions of Necrontyr were forged and recruited, armed with the best weapons that the myriad cryptics could devise and muster. Like a bow pulled, the Triarch loosed the armies of the Necrontyr at the Old Ones like an arrow. At first, their
This
onslaught was
motherfucker knows how to
unstoppable,
talk.
and the unprepared Old Ones lost system
well.
after system, as unelicited in their minds. Tides of the Necrontyr came at them like an enraged bull, never giving warning, never giving mercy or quarter, exterminating everything in their path. But things swiftly changed, as they always do. As the Old Ones gained their bearings in this, the first galactic war, their inherent strengths and subtleties began to win out. By using the webway, the less numerous forces of the Old Ones could be gathered with astonishing speed to repel assaults. Whenever the Necrontyr were detected, their fleets, vast but intensely slow, they came out of stasis into the prepared armadas of the Old Ones. They didn't really stand a chance. As the war dragged on, the Old Ones outmaneuvered and smashed the Necrontyr. Then they went on the attack. The Old Ones took planet after planet, system after system, until the Necrontyr were eventually, at great cost to both sides, pushed back to their homeworld. Now contained and seen as little more than a nuisance, their war seemed to be over. At this time, two things happened as a result. The first was that the court of the Necrontyr broke down
Blizzard, you
almost
messed up
to
again.
destruction. As the leadership who had, over generations, lost to the Old Ones were now the target of the boundless ire of their people, a new war of succession broke out. The remaining pharaohs and overlords refusing to bend the knee to a system and people that they had seen as singularly incompetent and utterly failing in their leadership by permitting the sound thrashing of their entire race by a species of cosmic hippies. The fighting was brutal and
I
never
love that
ending
cosmic
until the
hippies.
second thing occurred. Stuck back in their own system without any way to explore or direct their attentions outward, the Necrontyr Cryptex began to explore the nuances of their own system again. And in so doing, they came to a terrifying discovery. Their sun was not corrupted by accident. It was no fluke or bad luck. There was something actually doing all of this to their star. There was a reason for their blighted existence. Nor was their fear of death a thing of logic and nature. It was an effect forced on them. For the Necrontyr discovered that there was a field of energy surrounding their sun. A field of energy of almost limitless potential and power. Over a period they attempted a myriad of ingenuitive approaches and tests upon test. But finally they gained a result. They confirmed that the field of energy was a sentient being. A being with which they made contact. But the being, despite its power, had no frame of reference by which true discourse could be meaningful. Hence the Necrontyr bent their entire will to the project again, and gained results. They forged a vessel, a body, for the being made out of their living metal, necrodermis. If they were wise, they should never have done this. The Old Ones would have taken millions of years, if need be, to gain an idea of the personality and drives of the being before ever they gave it a method to interact with them. Alas, the rage of the Necrontyr was such that they sought any form of ally, any form of advantage, whereupon they could take vengeance on their enemies, the Old Ones. When the being finally manifested to the Necrontyr, they knew why they had been cursed from the day their race took its first breath. The moment they had crept onto land. For the being that they were confronted with was all that they could dream of. A powerhouse of limitless proportions. A being of such energy and malice that none could hope to stand before it. But they also discerned one thing. They would now be its thralls, its slaves. The being was dubbed a Catan, a star god from Necrontyr mythology. And it was not alone. There was an entire pantheon of such beings that could be contacted, and their assistance gained to destroy the Old Ones. But this one, this one. He had been the being that had been slowly eating their sun, disrupting its output of light so that it had afflicted the Necrontyr and made their existence a misery. But more than this, he was the reason that they felt a terror of death, but could never escape its thought or its shadow. For the being that had been watching over their existence was Azakarod himself, the Night Bringer. To quote, The very star under which the Necrontyr race lived their brief, morbid lives gave birth to the vast sun-spanning energy that was the Nightbringer. In their quest for a weapon with which to defeat the Old Ones, the Necrontyr turned to the mighty coalescent energy feeding within the photosphere of their star. The first of the Catan to manifest openly, the Nightbringer brought with it the kiss of death that had plagued the Necrontyr race since their birth. Having fed on the sustaining but flavorless power of a star, the Nightbringer found the Epicurean delights of the Necrontyr's awe and fear.
Well, we're going to pause you, Boldy. We're going to pause you. I will be back here in a few. Y'all chill for a little bit, yeah? Just chill. Silent King. Oh, where is it at? There it is. Oh.
Much more to its liking. It slaughtered those who dared address it directly, feeding on the essence of their terror and suffering. Its appetite knew no bounds, and only with desperate pledges of servitude were the Necrontyr able to convince the creatures that there were more races beyond their world that could be feasted upon, sentient beings beyond number for it to destroy. Soon after, the Necrontyr woke the powers of many star gods, for a time becoming their willing servants in the war against the Old Ones. Grown strong on endless slaughter, nothing else could satisfy its hunger. The Nightbringer eagerly threw itself into the war against the Old Ones, laying waste to entire regions of space in the name of its own monstrous appetite. As the fighting dragged on and the colossal scale of destruction grew, the Nightbringer became increasingly detached from the cause it had supposedly been fighting for, content merely to destroy and feed at will. It used its powers to reach into the mind of the young races and plant the seeds of their darkest fears, nurturing whole species whose entire existence was suffused with the horror of death and mortality. End quote. And thus we can see that it was the effect of Azagorod which had so corrupted the entire existence of the Necrontyr. But he was not alone. The Necrontyr then went on to contact and assist to manifest more of these celestial beings of power, the Catan. As such, they eventually awoke Mephet Ran, the Deceiver. Of all the so-called star gods, the one known as the Deceiver was the most insidious and capricious. The little that can be gleaned indicates that even the Necrontyr knew few truths about this entity when they first encountered it. Its manifestation was a time of great rejoicing amongst the Necrontyr. They were awestruck by its fluid transition to an earthly form amongst them, and the ease with which it adapted to the realm of matter. They first named it Mephet Ran, the Messenger, and believed it was a bridge to mediate between themselves and the other star gods. As the Catan began to gather followers and devotees, the being known as the Messenger soon outstripped its peers in influence. The star god seemed too remote and awe-inspiring for many Necrontyr, but Mephet Ran communed in ways they understood. Perhaps this was because it was never as powerful as the other Catan and used guile and skill to secure its future. With its mortal puppets dancing to its tune, the Messenger stoked the fires of hatred that the Necrontyr felt towards the Old Ones. In doing so, it drew them into a war which would burn the galaxy to cinders. It was the Deceiver that orchestrated the process of biotransformation throughout the Necrontyr race. End quote. But what was biotransference? Simply put, the Necrontyr were promised immortality, a freeing from their never-ending pain. They were to receive new bodies of necrodermis, living metal, that would repair itself and make them free from infection, pain, disease, and death. Necrodermis also had regenerative properties beyond the belief of normal organic matter. Hence, even if a being made of necrodermis was to be smashed, sliced, crushed, or blown to pieces, more often than not, it would only be a matter of time before their living metal would regenerate and bring the being back to reality.
By the way, that on the tabletop is a bunch of bullcrap. Like, I played Death Guard for years, and Death Guard is annoying because it's hard to kill them, right? They have toughness 5, where all of the Marines have toughness 4. You know, they're annoying as it is to kill. And in, I believe it was 8th edition, might have been earlier, that's when I came back, they got disgustingly resilient, which means if they lose a wound, then on a 5+, it's going to blow. Yep. On a 5+, then they ignore losing that said wound. And they got even harder to kill. Well, that's about as hard as the Necrons were to kill before. I'm assuming the Necrons, they probably gave them some type of rules that were... I haven't looked up their actual core rules. It used to be that they die, like they failed their armor save. You'd lay the model down. At the start of every turn, you'd roll a dice for each one of them. Sweet, that's done. Are you quite finished with that, dude? You still trying to figure it out? What's in here? Puss in Boots. Hold on. Come here. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, look at him. And I can pet him. And he gives me a debuff. I've been slimed. Well, I suppose. This is fine. Anyway. Yeah, I'm interested to see. You know what? Actually, I can look that shit up. Hold on. Let me finish this and get someplace relatively safe, and then I'm gonna check because I'm curious. I'm actually really curious what the rule is for Necrons. Because like I said, my army has disgustingly resilient. And I know Bionics is pretty much the same rule for like the Iron Hands, I believe it is. And for, what is it? Adaptus Mechanicus, I think. For certain units or characters. But I'm not 100% sure. I've never looked it up, what they changed it to. So let me look at that real quick. So, I have a feeling, though, it's going to be locked off to me, so we're going to see. You know what? Actually, wait. For any of you guys playing Battle Scribe, pick that shit up. It's good. Later, we're going to update later. We're going to do a new roster. Doing this on my phone, obviously. Actually, I guess I can do this. Woo! Okay. New roster. Excuse me. Necrons. We'll do battalion detachment. Go into the regular troops. Immortals are a troop type now? What? What? I thought those were elite type. Alright. Rules. Reanimation protocols. Each time an enemy unit shoots or fights, after it makes its attacks, if any models in the unit were destroyed as a result of those attacks, but this unit was not destroyed, this unit's reanimation protocols are enacted, and those destroyed models begin to reassemble. Each time a unit's reanimation protocols are enacted, make a reanimation protocol rolls for that unit by rolling a number of d6 equal to the combined wound characteristics of all reassembling models. So Immortals have 1 wound apiece, Necron warriors have 1 wound apiece. Okay, so that doesn't really matter. Each reanimation protocol roll of a 5+ is put into a pool. A reanimation protocol roll can never be modified by more than -1/+1. If the number of dice in that pool is greater or equal to the wound characteristics of any of the reassembling models, select one of those models to be reanimated. The reanimated model is added back to the unit with its full wounds remaining. Can only set up with engagement range within engagement range of enemy units that are already within engagement range of the regular. So the squad cannot enter the charge. That's a bit confusing. Okay, so if you only lose like 2 guys, you have a really good chance of getting all of your guys back. If you lose most of the squad, it's going to be a lesser chance, but you still get the whole squad back. That's still stupidly hard to kill them. Although their save used to be a 3+, now it's a 4+ for warriors, 3+ for immortals, so... Still interesting.
The furnaces of biotransformation were to then transfer the consciousness of the disembodied minds to this metal frame. They were to be immortal, practically invulnerable. It seemed like a dream come true, as it was meant to be. Only one in the entire court of the Triarch gave any real resistance, and had foreboding of what this actually would mean. Oricon the Diviner. But even he was eventually to capitulate and go through the process. Some Pharaons and nobles did resist this process, preferring to remain pure and to remain as Necrontyr, but they were corralled, defeated, and then forced into the furnaces kicking and screaming. Some say that they were right to resist, but resistance was futile. For during the process, the biotransference, when huge buildings were filled with contraptions and machinery that would destroy the body and then transfer the consciousness into a metal form, the Catan flew above the furnaces and screamed their victory and joy into the skies of the world. For it was not as a Necrontyr had been sold. Not even close. The biological field energy thrown off by sentient living beings was akin to a fine wine, a banquet of surpassing deliciousness. As the entire Necrontyr were forced into the furnaces and their living biofields thrown into the skies, the Catan feasted. They absorbed the power of this meal, and it augmented them to a level of power hitherto undreamed of by any of them. The Catan were now truly possessed of the power to lay claim to the mantle of gods. But more than this, the biotransference was a lie, for the character and personality of the beings who were made into things of metal was not complete. Each felt an emptiness that they could not truly understand, dissatisfaction that would never be quenched, for they had lost something fundamental to them. They had lost their very souls. Nor had the biotransference been equal across the entire race. The higher the rank of the individual who went in the furnaces, the more complicated the metal mind the Catan had directed to be created to house their personality. So as the ranks went down the social order's thinner end, the rank and file of the warriors and the civilians were barely above automata. Their minds crushed, and so little of their being transferred, like attempting to put an ocean into a thimble. The living beings called the Necrontyr were gone, replaced by the endless but mindless hordes of the immortal Necrons, never able to truly die, never able to truly live. A ghastly end to a cursed people. The injustice of it is beyond anything I have ever encountered in any other story. The sheer tragedy of it.
It's pretty
so
fucked
cursed
up.
with Necrontyr. They have every reason to hate. Hence it was that the Silent King, the last of the Necrontyr, the first of the Necrons, was to view their people in their endless legions and know that he had been tricked. He had sacrificed his entire race to a fate beyond cruel. He was shattered. Yet his ability to experience grief was so much lessened due to the lack of that one most important facet of any being, his soul. He knew he had failed his people, yet could never quite experience the magnitude of his failings.
Is what that is.
It was a knowledge that would stay with him through all the ages of the galaxy. Worse than this, inside the subroutines of the character engrammatics was a built-in failsafe for the Catan in nearly all of his people. A rule of subservience. They now had simply no choice but to serve him, as he had thought he wished when he made the bargain with the deceiver. He had wanted his people to be as one, to be unified, but this built-in slavery to his orders would have been anathema to him previously. Now, the Catan would order him, and he would order his people. He He was but a slave master,
was a
the most
middleman.
unnatural whip of all. The lack of any free will against him whatsoever. The Catan wasted no time. They swiftly assisted their slave race, the Necrons, to develop a faster-than-light drive, the inertial-less drive, and to create more weapons of surpassing destructive ability. Then they gave the most simple of orders. The Necrons were to mobilize for war. They would crush the Old Ones. The Catan had claimed that they had previously lost a war against the Old Ones, and using this kinship with the Necrontyr, they had tricked them into becoming willing slaves, the Necrons. But the last and first Silent King, Cesarek, quickly discerned the truth. The Catan, these godlike beings of power, were actually demons to a one. They wished to destroy the Old Ones, not out of revenge. They wanted it purely because they could. They wanted it so that they could justify the extermination and feasting of all life in the galaxy. Every last thing that Cesarek had been told was a lie. But he could not deny his new masters for fear of them just flicking their wrists and exterminating what remained of his people. A shadow of who they were, but Cesarek still, at points, had hope. In the back of his mind, never discernible to his new masters, Cesarek allowed his hatred, one of the few emotions he could still experience in full, to grow. But it was not just at the Old Ones who had created this desperation in his people, so much so that they literally sold their souls to exact revenge.
Okay, that's it.
No,
I got it.
He harbored hatred for his masters.
Okay.
And one day he dreamed of his revenge against them also. But more than this, he dreamed another dream. But we shall get to that in due course. First, to exact retribution from the Old Ones.
All right, that was a good beginning to it. I'm not gonna play the part 2. Y'all can go find part 2 on your own. I'm just saying, it was pretty badass. Ooh. I actually got gloves that are better than the gloves I'm wearing. That shit don't happen very often. Ooh, I got side quests. Whee!
You look oddly hale today.
Okay. Alright, so there's something funny I thought of. My poor Kodo, dude. I drag it through hell, literally. This thing is probably like, dude, this is the reason I don't come out at the mall. You take me to the craziest freaking places, dude. Like, why? Why? I gotta deliver ooze. Okay, where's the ooze? Whoa, what is that? Okay. So I go out here and I find stuff, right? Can we take it from the same people? We can. Do I throw it in here? I do. Okay, cool. All right, and we can take it from the same shit. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. Ooh, sorry about that. Whoa. Why are you blowing up on me, man? Whoa. Okay, I got it on my back. What the hell is that? Get away out of my path, man. I gotta walk through here. I do not want to get aggroed by you. Go away. Okay, that dude got him.
I shall endure for you. Oh, apprentice, there you are.
Alright. I'm good, I promise I'm good. And that just dinged me 55. I should actually start looking for dungeons to queue up for. What do I have to do now? Is this where you turn in? It is. Okay. I don't know what the hell's going on over there.
How do you serve the Margrave?
Nice. Good job, all. What is this? It's a repeatable daily?
Been keeping up with your rituals?
Oh. Well, I ain't gonna mess with that right now. This is interesting. This whole thing's... I don't know what that's for. It's kind of cool, but not gonna mess with it right now. Not gonna mess with it right now. Right now, I have more pressing matters. Alright, yeah, I have to go this way. Much more pressing matters. Oh, there's a chest over here. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Not even a chest, it's like a platform. Oh, I need an empty plague bottle. Do you have it on you, bro? Do you have the empty plague bottle on you, bro? Do you, bro? Do you? You're standing right here. You look a little bit suspect over here, man. You got what I'm looking for, man? Uh-huh. Do ya? Oh, shit! Alright, well, I got one of these, so I guess I'll take it back there. Mephitic goo? Alright. I'll take it back, see what's up. No idea what the hell that does, but it's fine. No idea. Moving on up. Oh, is this going to be another, God, I can't even remember the name of that zone. It's been so long. So long. Oh, shit. Much more comfy.
I cannot attack.
Very nice, very nice. More YouTube shit. Oh, maybe I'll just go turn this one in. The turn-in's right over here anyway. May as well, I guess. Here you go, you son of a bitch. Take my shit. Oh no. Low chance to inject your target with slime, dealing 1972 nature damage over 8 seconds. Targets that die fire's effect will detonate, dealing all remaining nature damage to nearby enemies. That ain't too bad.
Farewell. Only one final procedure remains. Oh, apprentice, there you are.
What the hell?
What has befallen you? No, I can undo this. I must.
You must endure. Okay. No more, no more, no more! Yeah, she runs away. Bitch. Oh, that's for the seal. That's for one of the runes for the blade to open up the seat of the Primus. Okay. I can do that. I still got to do a few of the other shits though too. Damn, son, there's a lot of running around to this shit. You know that? Oh my god. Whoa, 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 don't fall. What was that old hotkey for the map? I forget what it was. Oh, mining's going okay. Wait. No, it wasn't. 31 out of 150? What? Oh, wait. Why ain't I using one of these? Shit. I'm still all slimy. Hold on. Where's my, the thing? The thing. You know, the thing. Where's your light? There we go. Go back. Make one of these sharpening stones. It'll last for an hour. Why not, right? There we go. There we go. Just gonna stay on the road. The road is the way. Stay on the road. That's all I gotta do is just stay on the road. It's easy enough. It's fine. Okay, I guess I can't stay on the road. That's a instance the road is leading up to, so I cannot stay on said road. So I need to veer away from the road. I'm going south a bit. I'm glad you're friendly. Ish. It's weird to be anywhere Scourge related and have anything look at me as a friendly. That's just strange. Just gonna throw that out there. Undying Quartermaster? Ooh. What's that? Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Is there a flight path here? Yes. Wait, did I already get you? I did already get you. Oogie, never mind. Ah, no. Above water, above water. There you go. So far, Meldraxis isn't too bad. Kind of dig Meldraxis.
Break their line with a frontal assault. Speak, soldier. But sir, that will result in a massive number of casualties. Such is the price of victory. Something to report? We follow the will.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. I enjoy that shit way too much. And we have people actually out here doing shit. What do you know?
Need something? I've got glory to earn. This weapon isn't gonna swing itself. I am out of range.
You're done, son. You're done. Damn, my phone keeps going off like crazy today. Everybody and their brother is streaming World of Warcraft. Everybody.
Reporting for duty. I must get closer. I'll set the charge. Keep them off me, mortal. Too far away. I require a target. Done. Get clear. This one should pack a punch.
I will end
Time to go.
Time for some mayhem. Cover me. Maldraxxus honors you. Clock's ticking. Move.
Just be like, it's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Meet me on the field below. Looking for a fight? Got some meat on your bones, huh?
It is not ready yet. That item is still recharging. I cannot use that item yet.
I just gotta keep rallying people, right?
That item is still recharging.
Everyone has to start somewhere.
It is not ready yet.
Oh, there's one more thing over here. Did I get this bomb? Oh, there's somebody I was supposed to kill? No. Yes? I'm so damn confused. So damn confused. It's fine though. Wait, what else I gotta do here? Do I just have to turn them both in? I think for some reason that lady's got the quest giver. Oh, is following him around. That's why. I suppose that makes sense. Little bit of a bug there. Nobody caught that in testing. Kill a general guy, huh? Alrighty. Guess if someone's got to do it, I may as well be the one, right? Mm-hmm.
Mortal, you stand no chance against You'll make a fine practice dummy.
Well, there's a slight plot hole. I just used my Vindicator cannon on this guy. Where's the Vindicator? Like, isn't it like back in the skies over Azeroth? I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Alright, that didn't work. I'm gonna run now. When in doubt, run for your life.
Something to report? Our might is without equal.
Still not better than what I got.
This is our chance to strike at the House of Constructs. A direct assault will catch Garble unprepared and crush their army in one fell swoop.
But we need reinforcements.
But we need reinforcements.
Ha! This outsider is worth 100 soldiers. Go and claim our victory.
Yeah, he does have a point.
Out with it. You have your orders.
You heard the Baron. We push forward.
Ooh, a rare. Hello, Moto. Oh, die before you get back up. Ah. And that, how you do that. Very nice. Oh, knock back on yet? It went offline, then it came back online again. What the shit, man? Those are better than what I got. I think, yeah, barely. A little bit. I like the mastery better than verse. I'm finally getting upgrades. I'm giddy like a little fucking kid right now. Giddy, 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 giddy. Shit, wrong way. We're going this way. Oh! Shit. Well, I mean, fine. Proper shortcut. I like proper shortcuts. Oh shit, I need to like sidebar this shit again. There we go. There it is. Uh-oh. Cutscene!
Hold this ground! Our victory is at hand!
We can't fight our way in. There's too many of them. This calls for a change of strategy. Play dead, If they think you're a lifeless husk, they'll collect you for parts. Go on. I'll create a diversion. Face me, traitors! The House of Constructs will fall!
Capture that fool! The rest of you, scour the field. Bring me fuel for the body bags.
The hell? There's owlboys. I gotta unbury myself out of a bunch of bodies?
I am not yet a corpse.
No, you're not yet a corpse. You also seem to be blind. Okay.
We must persevere. This way. Forward, cool.
I can do that. Hello. Aha! I got a key.
Hypocrite. What? Duty. Can you speak?
Is this one of those where I need a key for every single pen, or probably, huh? We'll just assume that to be the case.
Draxi's soldier? They are the enemy!
These monsters will know my wrath.
Good. You're still in one.
There's a mining node out here. There it is. Strange place for a mining node, but I'll take it. Oh shit. You weren't supposed to notice me. To be fair, I didn't think you were there. That's okay. At least your keys are high drop rates.
Can you reach the top?
Left a bit?
Run!
Stand together. Fight as one.
Stop running away from me. Thank you.
Do not of those who perpetrate these crimes.
Oh, look. The mining node is back. Oh, it's a different one.
The tabulator counts bodies like currency.
Another corpse to collect. I require a target. Must be counted.
That guy's dead. Oh, you have to go inside this thing? I want to be inside you.
They experiment on us.
Such eager new test subjects.
More warglaives, huh?
You shall fuel our armies.
It is done. I must rejoin the others.
Come here, mighty node.
All these
My
atrocities.
blades are at
How
your
are we to
command.
trust you?
I cannot follow the will of the Primus. Trust me or don't.
I need to sell.
Maldraxxus stand for.
I have many
And obviously repair. The fuck? 108. Not better than the rest I got. Alright, Bote. There's no scrapping system in this expansion. Thank God. Cool. Alright.
Maldraxxus honors you. Show no weakness. This reeks of stitch.
Dude, you're blind. How do you even know what to give me as a quest? You got a bandage over your face. Don't tell me you can fucking see me. That's creepy.
Hippocos, maybe you can fix one of these praetors.
Heavy! Don't let go, Cole! Heavy! Don't let go, Cole!
That's a big boy. That's a very big boy.
Heavy! Don't let go, Cole! Heavy! Don't let go, Cole!
I require a target.
Get away from that dude, my dude.
Heavy! Don't let go, Cole!
Mm. That shit scares the shit out of me. Hmm.
Thank you, mortal. They deserved better than this. Stand together. Fight as one.
The heck is this? That might be. Shit, I don't even know what that is. To be honest with you, I don't know if it's an instance or I don't know.
I am out of range. Too far away. I am out of range.
Well, I tried to res him.
I cannot attack that target. I must get closer. I do not have a target.
Crap. I didn't know that guy was still alive. Whatever. More stitched face. Oh, these guys. These regular old dudes gotta kill regular old dudes.
Too far away. I need to target something first.
I still gotta kill a stupid amount of regular guys. I have to find a stupid amount of regular guys, I guess. I'm just racing around this like a track, killing anything I see. It's about the only way we can do this.
I must get closer. I'm out of range. Too far away.
About damn time. About damn time.
Stand strong.
Still, we need a way through.
I am listening. Courage guide you.
Shall we converse?
When Stitchflesh returns, he will know that I, Malcrix, have completed his research, forging Tyrian flesh into the ultimate construct.
He will also notice that you failed to purge the flesh of its memories before assembly.
Nonsense! Once we embed a Maldraxian soul, it will squelch any remaining echoes of Bastion brainwashing.
Oh, that was easy.
I just saw
Whoa.
you move. Those Kyrian parts are fighting to take control of the construct.
Something to report? I will cut those traitors down.
Alright, we can do that. Hold on just a second, though, because I haven't messed with my transmog in a while, and you know.
Perhaps I needed a touch more.
Oh, I haven't updated any of this shit, so. Let's stick with.
Procedure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah. I look like I belong in Orbos. Ain't that some shit? I don't know what tower to use. I don't want to use my guild tower because it kind of clashes with the silver. Close, but no. That's better. That's a lot better, actually. Well, I mean, suppose that works too. Fuck it. Man, my phone's going nuts today. Nuts. Oh, we do have that big fatty from Ouroboros. Expeditionary Greatsword's kind of cool though. I don't know. I like the simple shit. All right, we're gonna trot around like this for a little while. Look like an Ouroboros badass.
It appears someone has
What up, bitches?
revealed the secrets of my genius.
persevere. May we trust what remains of my
Oh, I like this kid. He got some ideas. Alright, so what do I got? I got Big Blue Fist. Strikes a target twice for 3,500 physical damage. We got Purifying Spew. Inflicts holy damage to all enemies in front of the caster. And then we got Strength of Many. Heals the caster for 10% of his max health. Oh, okay. Wait, so what are we supposed to do? Oh, the Baron's down. The Baron's down. You know, I just thought of... We're not going to do that right now. No, no, no. Hey, look, there's the Baron. What up, motherfucker? And you're down. The little guys did more damage than the Baron did to me, to be honest with you. Nice. Nice. This is going very, very well.
quickly up the hill.
All right. I think that's going to do it for me today. I need to get getting dinner cooking. It's been fun. Y'all take it easy.